I'm really excited to share this next interview with you. I got the chance to sit down with comedian Andrew Schulz. He has a new special out on Netflix entitled Life, and we spoke on a range of topics, including his new baby and how he and his wife went about bringing that baby into the world. We also talked about his rise to fame and finding honor in work and cowboy boots. Here's part one of that interview. First of all, congratulations on multiple levels, right?
Thank you.
Congratulations on the special. Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you. Thank you.
What?
Are you a dad?
I am. I got two.
Oh my God. How old?
Now, 17 and 13.
Holy moly.
Yep.
How old are you?
I'm 49.
God, you look incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
It's the cowboy boot. Have we just started? Do they know about our cowboy boot conversation?
If they are not recording us, I will be upset.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, wow, you look great. So you're 40, you're 50, you're almost 50 years old.
I'm going to have you in boots before you leave.
Oh, I'm here. This is like an urban version of a cowboy boot. But that's not even a cowboy boot, right? Because it's not like pointy at the front.
No, it is, 100%. You got different toes, different heels.
Got it. It is it's like a nice way for guys to flex, right? There's a lot of femininity in the cowboy boot. It's like,
here we go. This is going to be.
I'm just saying, you guys talk about, like, women talk about purses. It's like it's made out of ostrich.
100%.
You know, look, it's my lizard boots. You know, it's like I understand, like, within your culture, it's like there's a lot of bravado. But like,
you're right.
New Yorkers hear about it. We're like, wait,
men shouldn't talk about their shoes.
No, we love sneakers. We love talking about sneakers. We get it. We're on the same page. You know, I get a new pair of sneakers. What I like about the cowboy boot is that, like, there's more longevity in it. Like, if I scuff my sneakers, there's no value. But, like, you, like, really wearing the boot.
I have my dad's boots. I inherited my dad's boots.
No way.
Yeah, and my sons will get these boots. These are not disposable.
I love this.
Yeah, right?
I love this. We need to do that more, like, passing down things. That's something I think that, like, are we already in on America?
Let's do it.
That's something I think that we're, like, maybe missing out a little bit on is, like, you know, there's certain places where, like, all right, your dad was a cobbler, and you're a cobbler. And there was, like, honor and purpose in that. And I feel like as much as I'm, like, a big dreamer and I want to go out and do these, like, crazy things, maybe not everybody has, like, this really specific, nuanced dream, you know? And then maybe they feel like, oh, man, am I a loser because I don't want to go out and be a journalist or I don't want to go out and be an artist or whatever. But there used to be this purpose in this, you know, legacy of what they provided for the community. So maybe we could reward that a little bit more.
Yeah, I think there's two things that you're talking about. There's honor in so many different types of jobs.
Yeah.
And we have, because, look, and let's be real, you're a famous, successful comedian, and you scroll across our phone all the time. So, of course, that becomes aspirational.
Yes.
For everyone that's scrolling their phone all day long. But the dad who's a cobbler has just as much honor.
I agree with you. I'm like, how do we, like, reinstill that? How do we not make it seem like, oh, you just did whatever your dad was doing? Because... And then there's cultures where it's, like, too rigid. Like Japan, it's too rigid. Like, there was this one family that owned the same hotel since the year 703. There was probably a lot of, like, Japanese dudes during that time that, like, maybe wanted to be a comedian. They're like, I got to open a hotel. This is what we do. This is our job. So maybe that's too rigid, and maybe we're the other way. And then maybe there's this middle ground where, like, if you want to continue the legacy of your family, that's awesome. That's great. And we really love that.
Did you ever watch the show or read the book Shogun? James
No, but Rogan talks about it all the time.
It's an awesome show.
Okay.
It shows the clash of Western civilization. This is going to be explorers from Europe in, like, the 14 or 1500s when they first encounter Japan.
Yeah.
And you encounter this society where you honor freedom. First of all, you're honoring freedom. Yeah. You're honoring individual aspiration and ambition.
Yes.
And now you encounter the society that does not value those things. They value family and honor and respect.
Yeah.
And you walk away from that going, I'm not sure which society has put their values the highest. Which one is the better version of a civilization?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of the two. You need a little bit of freedom. Actually, you need a lot. What do you mean? What are we talking about? Ours is way better. We just need a little bit of the Japanese stuff. Have you been to Japan?
Never.
That's culture shock. Japan's cool. Like, they're the masters at refining everything. Like, they figured out their culture. They're done with that. So now they just, like, perfect everyone else's cultures. Best pizza you ever have is in Tokyo.
Well, I also like their pride in their own culture.
Oh, dude, there's so much pride. If I ever see a Japanese person doing something out in public, before I even see them doing it, I know it's the best thing I've ever seen. Because, like, they would never, like, bring, you know how, like, everybody in America turns 30 and they're like, I'll be a DJ. Thanks, brother. We have no shame, like, at all. You know, we're just like, try it, you know? Whereas, like, for a Japanese person to, like, go and fail in front of everybody and bring shame on their family. this right here. Okay? What is that called? Harikari? Sudoku? Seppuku. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Will, did you think we would be here 5 minutes into the interview?
This is what I wanted. I just want to see where it goes. By the way, one of the things I'm most impressed with you about is when I see your stand-up, and I don't know how you do this.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different smart stand-ups.
Okay.
I think Chappelle is incredible. Forget his comedy.
Yeah,
this is a smart human
Clearly
being.
a smart guy, yeah.
So are you.
Okay.
I don't give gratuitous compliments, I'm telling you. And here's one of the most obvious indications of your intelligence. And I don't know how you do this, though.
Okay.
You do a show in the Middle East.
Yeah.
You do a show in Asia.
Yeah.
And you instantly, not instantly, I'm sure it takes a lot of work, you get the inside jokes of that culture and that community. And Andrew, literally, and not that I've consumed every bit of stand-up comedy there is, I don't see anybody else doing that.
Yeah.
And you're doing it from an outside perspective.
Yeah.
How?
Well, I ask questions. I'm just curious. So, like, you know, if you ask people things about, like, where they're from or something that they really, you know, take pride in, they'll tell you everything, you know? Like, now I can't, you know, when I go down south and I see a guy in Lucchese's, I'll ask him if he got him from his dad, you know?
Yeah.
And so there's just, like, or if I see a guy with Lucchese's and they're, like, too, like, folded at the front, there's, like, a big crease, and you'd be like, oh, you couldn't fill your dad's boots, huh? Right? Like, so it's, like, I'm just constantly absorbing information and, like, is like, idiosyncratic as it possibly can be.
But you're from New York.
Yeah.
So you have a show in Dubai. And granted, living in New York, you get exposure.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, okay. So
Big beef about that.
So, but you live in New York, so you have exposure to a lot of different cultures here.
Yes, yes.
But that doesn't give you insight into the minutia of that culture.
No.
So are you going months ahead?
No.
Hanging out weeks ahead? How do you?
Sometimes it's like the day of. And that's kind of like fun and, you know, exciting too, because you're going on stage and you're like, all right, the first 10 minutes, like, I've never tried before. Let's see how this goes, you know. And
But you're writing an act the day of?
well, I have my act, which is like the hour, and then the opening. Sometimes I'll do like 5-10 minutes just like on them. And the more foreign the place, like, kind of the more interesting it is, because I get to make these little observations. And what I've realized about people is that, like, there's this idea that people don't want to be made fun of, or it's bullying or punching down, or it's actually not the case. They do want to be made fun of, but for, like, really specific things about their culture. They don't want, like, the hacky joke, like, in Indian accent with the guy going like this or whatever. That, they're like, oh, I've seen that a million times. But they do want, like, a really specific, nuanced observation about their culture, and then they feel, like, seen,
Yes.
represented, and they're stoked on that. They love that. And I mean, the evidence for that is, like, these people come. I get to do an arena in Abu Dhabi.
Where's it failed, by the way? You got there that day. You made some insights.
Oh
and you're
God, I've had some bomb, man. It was. I mean, like, yeah, you just bomb all the time. I mean, there's also just like fun things in comedy. Like, sometimes you try to localize things that. First of all, I'm going to tell a story about a friend. I don't want to make it seem like I haven't failed in every single place. Like, all the time it happens. But this is just the funniest story that's coming to mind. Sometimes you try to localize material because you're, like, bringing the people into your show. My buddy Mark Gagnon, who opens for me, hilarious comedian, he had this great joke about, like, Uber and about, like, the Uber driver, like, trying to talk to you and stuff like that. I don't want to give away his joke, but we're in Vancouver, and he opens up with the joke, and he's like, man, we were taking the Uber here and blah blah blah, and the audience doesn't react at all. And it's because Mark doesn't know that Uber's banned in Vancouver. Okay. So there's no way you could take an Uber to the show.
Oh, no.
Because it's illegal. Right? Unless you Ubered from Seattle to Vancouver. You know? So he's doing like a 3-minute bit, and he's like, man, this is tanking here. Like, what's going on with Uber? So there's a perfect example of, like, you got to make sure you get your facts straight, or else you're saying a joke to 10,000 people, and they're like, I don't know what this guy got this.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.